Hey guys, it's Alex back with another video. So I got the Pixel 5 a little over 48 hours ago, and now it has been a very good phone so far. Now obviously I haven't actually used this phone for a long time, so this is not the full review. So there are many things from battery to camera that Google nailed with the Pixel 5 this year. Well, it came out in 2020, but a couple months ago. So now the Pixel 5 comes in just around $700, and from what you get here, you get a pretty solid device. Now, I have my Pixel 5 in the sage color, which I think is the best color option personally for it, but I mean, a lot of people probably like the black, but here it is right here, the Pixel 5. Now, before I go any further, I bought this phone myself, and all the opinions here are my own, and nobody else's, my own and mine only. So the Pixel 5 has many advantages now. It has some disadvantages too, but I will be getting into both of those today. So I have not really found many issues with this device or many complaints about the phone yet. Now in my full review, I'm sure I'll have some complaints, but for now I don't have many complaints. So, but then again, this is not a full review as I said, so I have not found everything out yet. So this is the second Pixel device that I have used, and being the Pixel 4a was the first device I used, which was another good phone at a cheaper price. I really expected really good things with this phone, and I really got good things out of this phone, and I'm really enjoying it. So that is pretty much some of like my main overall general things to start this out. So to start this out, let's talk about the battery. Right, so the battery life on this thing is really good. Now I see what a lot of people were saying. I can honestly get like I can almost honestly get like a full day out of this, and like maybe like a day and a half. I got about a day and a half on one charge. Now today, like I've charged this already, so this is like my second charging cycle with the phone. But I did get like a day and a half almost out of this phone, and that's really insane to me because my iPhone 12 Pro, I can't even get that. I can only get like a day, maybe not even a day. Like I just can't. So the phone in the box came with an 18-watt power brick, which is pretty similar. So the phone does fast charge. Now it also wirelessly charges, but what I actually find interesting is this has like some sort of like aluminum back with like some sort of like polycarbonate on top, and I didn't think that aluminum backs, I didn't think that you could actually wirelessly charge with that. Now going into this, I knew that this phone wirelessly charged, but when they released this phone a couple months ago, I was honestly surprised to actually see that you could wirelessly charge it just because of the back. So wirelessly charging, it works. It does also fast charge with that 18-watt brick. But overall though, battery life on Pixel 5 has been really good for me. So no complaints there with battery life. Alright, so now into design. The design of the Pixel 5 is really nice. It's like smooth. I mean, it can be a little bit slippery, but it's pretty grippy if you ask me. It's not bad. Now, you can throw a D-brand skin or like a case on the phone and it'll probably be less grippy or less slippery. Now, this is just personal preference. I'm using it with just the Google's fabric case. This thing's fine. If you guys want a review of this case, I'll do it, but it's fine, it's simple. I mean, it feels a little weird to me, the fabric case, but that's what I'm using on it right now. Now, what I think about this phone, in my personal preference, I think that this phone brings back some original Nexus vibes, sort of, with the phone. Good battery life, and the phone's really minimal and clean. It just brings back some overall memories of, like, Nexus, and you know what I mean. Now, the aluminum material in the back is pretty nice, and it is smooth. It's like some sort of, like, polycarbonate aluminum sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But the fingerprint reader is in a great spot. It's right below the camera, so it's, well, in the middle, but right near the camera. It's in a really good spot, and it's pretty comfortable. So when I put the case on, the case that I'm using, it has a little bit like of a cutout right in the back, and I just use the fingerprint, and it's really simple. So I think that the finger reader, I think that Google did a good job, especially since what the Pixel 4a or Pixel 4 was. The Pixel 4 was terrible. So I'm really hoping they go back into like a flagship, like an XL, because an XL size will be really nice. So I'm really hoping that Google does that. So now the camera. So the camera on the Pixel 5, it's no surprise, it's really good. And I took a couple pictures on it, which you can see they're pretty good for a Pixel device. I'd have to say that the Pixel device is pretty good. I'll be doing like a camera test with some other phones, so we'll see then how much of a difference it makes. Now, I think Google does a really good job with like the image processing. It's a little better than Samsung because some pictures on the S21 you can't actually capture. Like some pictures that my iPhone would capture, the S21 wouldn't capture and they'd just be blurry. So I think this is a much closer comparison with the iPhone, because like Pixel 2 XL, people crown that like the best camera when that phone came out back in 2017. So overall, that's just what I'm saying. Like, I think that the Pixel is definitely probably the best camera on an Android. But then again, you gotta test some other stuff like OnePlus and stuff like that, OnePlus 9 Pro with the Hasselblad sensors and stuff. So I'll probably get into that at some point. But so overall, I really like the camera so far, but I can't really say much right now because I want to wait till the full review to say everything about everything that I have to say. So that's pretty much like what I have to say about the camera. Alright, so now some of my general thoughts of that Google did. I think that Google did a really good job with this phone. Now, I think as I use it more, like in my full review, I'll have a lot more to say. Now, I like the Pixel 4a. That was a $300 phone. This is like a $700 phone, so two different price categories. And I think that this is Google's higher end phone now, and I think that they did a really good job with it this year. But I really hope they bring back like some sort of flagship this year, Pixel 6 XL something. I think that the size is perfect. I like a little bit bigger than this. I like a little bit larger, but the size isn't too big and the size is not too small, so it's perfect. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this impressions video of the Pixel 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.